Well, guys, welcome to part 2 of my original Xbox and Xbox One collection. So this obviously will be the Xbox One. If I knew it was going to be so long, I would just call it my original Xbox. But this is a part 2 thing now. And hope my voice doesn't start to get too raspy because of talking so much. Let's get right into it. Again, alphabetical order. I'll show you from my cases. And I have 46 Xbox One games, and then again stacks of 5. So let's get started. First game is actually a series, so I'll show both of them. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. I'm trying to get a shot. And Assassin's Creed Unity. I think it's 4, right? Assassin's Creed 4 is my favorite out of the series. I love the ship combat. I love the whole pirate theme. It's one of the best pirate games, and it's so much fun. And then we get Unity, the turd of the series. I can't stand Unity. Here's how I think of it. If you release a game that was this bad in shape, I am not playing it. You release a game that's playable, and I will play it. Like Syndicate now is playable. Black Flags is playable at launch. This was not for almost, I think, a week, I heard. Don't get me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. A week, but I'm not going to play the game then. You may think I'm stupid. I got that for like $10 at like GameStop. It goes on sale. And then that was like a year and there were still problems. I still had major glitches. And this is my most hyped and anticipated game of 2015. You know, I was talking about it and my friends all the time. And when it finally came out, I ran right up to GameStop and got it because I pre-ordered it. I actually pre-ordered it when it was supposed to come on October 2014. But then it got delayed to 2015, and that was Batman Arkham Knight. In my opinion, the game, I would give it a 10 out of 10, just because of graphics, combat, Batmobile, story. I loved everything. Villains, it was just so good, everything about it. Side quests, the acting, and it's been almost for a year now. So Mark Hamill's back as Joker, and I love that. I'm glad they kept that quiet. That was great, and they kept it quiet really good at E3, where you would see him when you're flying around watching E3 demo, and you'd be like, "Oh, there's Joker. Joker would be there. Joker would be there." I mean, he popped out of nowhere. It was kind of funny. He scared you a couple times too. But this game is amazing, and I hate how people say, "Oh, the Batman is overplayed." No, think about it. If he's actually at war, he'd have to use it that much. I'll put in a situation like that. Sorry for taking a sip. And this is last two in the stack are Series 2 and Battlefield 4. Battlefield Hardline. I'm going to talk about 4 first. 4 is a great Battlefield. I love the Battlefield series. I like the Call of Duty Series 2, but Battlefield, I can't say I like either one different, because Battlefield is Battlefield because it's more open and it's supposed to be like that. Call of Duty is supposed to be closed, so I can't say one is better than the other, but if I would play with friends, I would play Battlefield 4 because I like the openness and how much fun it is. With friends, Call of Duty, with friends, it can be fun, but at moments, this I feel like was fun all the time. And I never beat the campaign because I didn't like the campaign in a single player game. Usually I like playing through the campaign. I just couldn't. But now we get to the shit in the series, and that is Battlefield Hardline. I did not like this. I know a lot of people did not like it either. And me, myself, I thought it was not that good. It was decent, but it was not that good. Out of 10, I'd give it a 5 for a decent game. The story was weak. The whole cop thing was really toned down, in my opinion. Like, early trailers, I saw more arresting and more everything. They're like, yeah, it's going to be a cool cop game. But as the game kept getting delayed, I felt like that went away. I mean, I don't think you really arrest people online like they did before. And the multiplayer is where it is at this game, too, now, because who's going to play the single player? And it's kind of funny. And getting from Battlefield, we are going to Call of Duty. So we have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts. Talk about Advanced Warfare first. I liked Advanced Warfare because of the multiplayer was pretty good. I thought it was fun. The single player I thought was pretty good too, because of Kevin Spacey. Of course, he's on the back. If I show you the back, and he's a reason maybe to get the game, just to see Kevin Spacey, because he's an amazing actor, and it's so cool to see his face in a video game. Exo Survival, before they released Zombies, was really toned down. I didn't like it. And then we get the, again, I'm going to say the crap out of the series, Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, that's hard to say, but I hated Ghosts. The campaign was okay. I mean, I like the whole, South America group takes over America, and you're rebelling. I like that. But the multiplayer and the survival mode was not good. I did not like it. And we get to, I think, a great game, but a lot of people hate it. And I think right now they should make a sequel to it, because he is so popular right now. And if the character, and that is Deadpool. I was so surprised when they recreated this on, remastered it, or just brought it over to Xbox One. And I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad they did, because I went and bought it. It is so worth it, because one is Deadpool, and Deadpool is freaking awesome. I have a freaking wallet. The background I can see right now on my computer I'm recording this with is Deadpool. I love Deadpool. Not because, everyone's like, no, I liked Deadpool before people were like, Deadpool, when he was big, making millions of dollars in the box office. I thought he was funny. I thought he was a great character. He's freaking batshit crazy. And the game is that. It's, to be honest, a mediocre. The combat system is mediocre. If this was not Deadpool, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10. Because it's Deadpool, I would instantly jump it up to a 7. Because combat system is not that great, but if you can fight through it like I did, and I went, shh, Xbox. I had fun with the combat. I mean, I did. I had fun shooting people in the face, and Deadpool's remarks. This is a reason to play it. Deadpool. Just go get it. If you like Deadpool, go get it. And that's why I said they should make a sequel or announce one. If they announce one like tomorrow, Deadpool 2, you know what I mean, from the game, I'd be like, wow, I called it. A release I just drew a blank from talking about Deadpool. A release, first day release game, Dead Rising 3, to show off some graphics. And yes, the game is, I've heard people say it's not that good looking. I think it's damn good looking, and it is so much fun. I like the Dead Rising series, and I like this. So much fun. One of my, I'm sad. I'm so scared to say this now. I do not like this game. I'm sorry to people who like this. I know there's so much fans. And if you're following alphabetical order, you might see what this is. And that is Destiny. I'm probably going to get shot in my sleep now. Oh my gosh. I said turn off. I thought I turned the TV off or the sound off. I do not like Destiny. I'm being completely honest with you. And that is because, one, there is no story. Yes, the combat is good. I think the combat is fun. But because there's no story, and it's basically just repeating mission to mission, I don't like that. And The Division is coming out, and I did pre-order that to try the beta, and I tried the open beta, and I thought that was fun. So maybe it'll be different, but we'll have to see. Oops, I forgot to take the whole stack with me. One of my favorite game series rebooted, and that is DMC Devil May Cry. And me myself, I'm waiting for a sequel for this one, because I hope they change the character, because everything about this game is pretty good, besides one thing, which I'll get to. I'll do pros and cons. I like the story. I thought the story was kind of cool. They twisted a little bit from the original. Combat was great. Acting was pretty good. But the weak part of the game, I think, is character and characters. Dante is a crappy character in this. I hate the way they portrayed him. Because I don't... Nothing against, like, he's supposed to be popular trending. He's supposed to be emo, and I'm putting air quotes, and I have nothing against people who want to do that. I have my sister. She likes to dye her hair black, and she considers herself that. But it's just, that's not Dante, and he's a jackass. I hate the character. And all the other characters are pretty, like the Mundus, the way they portrayed him was actually really kind of a good idea, but even his brother, Virgil, wasn't that great. A great RPG, Dragon Age Inquisition. I love this. This is so much fun. Is a cool story. I liked it. I like the whole being Inquisitor thing. You sit on the throne. That's cool. Great zombie game, open world parkour zombie game that is Dying Light. I had so much fun playing this through, and with the following I've not played yet, but I probably will get to it. And I thought it was so cool. It's a parkour zombie killing game by day, and at night it's a horror game, as one of my favorite YouTubers put it. And it is so scary at night. You're sitting there, oh no, I'm getting chased. Don't get me. I had to get this for myself just to try it. Me myself, I don't like it. It's no games. It's no subscription no more, which is a good thing. But that probably gave it away. But me myself, I don't like it. And that's Elder Scrolls Online. I don't like it. I don't see it as being Elder Scrolls Online. And just because I like the Elder Scrolls series, I mean, the front and back, they do look like they portray it pretty well, but I don't think it is. I don't like it. One game that was pretty hyped and got pretty shot down by critics, and it's probably no one plays it no more. Well, I mean, people play it still, but not as much as it's launched. That's Evolve. This case's actually really cool. It's actually pressed down a little bit, like the footprint. It's actually like a cool game. The graphics are nice, but it got repetitive after a little bit. I got sick of it after a while. I think that's what most people's complaints were. Next game is Far Cry 4. I like the Far Cry series. I don't know if I'm going to get Primal. I might get my computer. But I like this one. This has great co-op. Me and my friend played it all the time. I actually played with him on my gaming channel. And the story was pretty decent. I like the villain. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. It's going to kill me now. Damn it. I liked him. He was pretty funny. He was no boss, but he was pretty good still. I had to get this because I never actually played many in this series, and I want to try this one. That's Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I like anime stuff, and this game is actually really fun. You kind of have to obviously know the lore a little bit too, but it is so much fun too. This game, I'm so glad they remastered because the fourth one has been announced, and I cannot wait for it. If you don't know, this game was remastered from the ground up, and it looks beautiful, and it's so much fun to play with friends. And that is Gears of War Ultimate Edition. You know what Gears of War series is? Because I mean, it hasn't been popular in years. I mean, it was pretty popular, the third one, but then Judgment came out, and it just went, and it just went off the face of the earth. And then I was surprised they announced this, but then they like the surprise was Gears of War 4 was announced. I was like, yes. And this is so much fun. The story I love. The graphics are amazing, and it is so much fun to play with friends. If you have friends, it's kind of mean to say if you have friends, but if you have friends you play with online, get this. It is so much fun. One of my favorite games to play with friends, actually. We play this all the time, or we try to, if we're not busy and other stuff. And that's Grand Theft Auto 5. The story is great, graphics are amazing on Xbox One, and multiplayer, that's like where it is right now everywhere. And it is so much fun, it's so cool. Oh yeah, I'll just do this one here. Like I said about in my original Xbox about Halo 2 not working, that's why you get this, the Halo Master Chief Collection. Oh, let me switch hands and see if you can see it there. And yeah, it's 1 through 4, and I think they added ODST for like you can buy ODST now because they gave it to people who are having troubles at launch. It's first, yeah, 1 through 4, and it is actually all the main reason to get this is for Halo 2 because they completely remastered it, and it is amazing looking, and you can switch between old cutscenes and new cutscenes, and it's just like, wow, that was like 10 years ago even, and look how much it's come in graphics, and it's amazing. I mean, graphics aren't everything with video games, but they're some part. I mean, who wants to play a game that's, I mean, there's probably some crappy looking games, but the gameplay is pretty good. Always two things look for me. I look for plot, characters, graphics, and gameplay. Obviously, that's what I look for mostly in stories. I mean, in video games, obviously, gameplay or graphics is gonna be a factor because who wants to look at a shitty game? You know what I mean? Of course, we have the recent Halo 5 Guardians. Me myself, I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I liked the story. There's many parts of the story I did not like, though, obviously. And then the multiplayer is pretty cool. I like playing the multiplayer, it's so much fun, but I hate the new rec system. hate that fucking microtransaction shit. Watch my language. Watch my language. Kids, watch this. I got this to try it, and I might get the Avengers one too, because I think these games are becoming more for adults now too. Before they started as kids, now they actually all talk, and it's kind of going towards more adults because all this is getting popular. And that's Lego Marvel Heroes, and like I said, this is actually a lot of fun to play. Yes, it's a Lego game, but no Deadpool's in the back. Sorry, I think it's funny. But it's still it's Lego, but most of the Lego games are now going towards both kids and adults because they talk now and they're just so much fun. I don't know, beating crap up is fun. Next game is an open world based off a movie, and it's actually pretty good. That's Mad Max. The back of the kid's actually pretty ugly. I don't like that picture. But I get it, the whole point of it. But the game is actually a lot of fun. The combat is like Batman Arkham Knight, and then the brain reads in the place for the cars, and they're actually pretty cool. They got that right. Oh, that's right. I forgot about two things. Two collector's editions I gotta grab. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I have the collector's edition next to me. I'll show you them after this game here. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero. So much fun to play for only an hour-long demo for $30. Well, it's not $30 no more, but people are really pissed about that. But the sequel made up for it. And with that, I got the collector's edition of the game. I like the game. There's a lot of fun, but I know there's a lot of people boycotting buying this game, and I understand why. Because what they did was horrible to Kojima. And just quickly, I will do a unboxing. I'm not going to pull the arm out. But, what's inside is a arm. It is a replica of his metal hand. And then we have the game, obviously. And then the metal steel box. And there's one more thing. No, that's it. Jeez, people are loud out there. I think that's it. I'm not positive, but my opinions on the game are, if you're not boycotting it, it is well worth the wait. The story is actually pretty decent. Combat is actually a lot of fun. The open world part is really cool. Whoa! That's not gonna close now. You son of a bitch. I don't want you close. Okay, I'll fix it later. Next collector's edition is Sniper Elite 3, and it's actually it's actually really cool. Tin case. I'm trying to think, and what's inside? I'll do a quick unboxing, because I'll just show you that quickly. So, first is a target, which you could obviously actually use, but I didn't. I'm not going to. And you get top secret operation stuff, which I did not open because I'm not going to. And you get a deck of cards, some dog tags, the actual game, and I think there is a bullet. Yeah, a bullet, a keychain bullet. And it is actually a really decent collector's edition. I think it's kind of cool what they put in here related to the game. The game itself is actually a lot of fun too. It is a stealth sniper game where it goes in the bullet camera, you watch the bullet, and it's pretty graphic stuff like hitting people in the balls, exploding. The next game is called Murdered Soul Subject. This game I read about, and I love solving like these games that make you think and like who actually did it and stuff. And I'm not going to spoil anything obviously, but I recommend it because the story is actually really good. Gameplay wise, it's not that great. But the whole solving the mystery part, you play as a ghost. You were murdered by this murderer in Salem, so it's going to revolve around all the witches killing there, all the witch hangings, and it is the story wise, it is worth the story, and there's a great twist, and I liked. Alright, on to the next stack, and the first game in the stack is Mortal Kombat X. I know the PC version was botched at release, like many Warner Brother games last year. But if you got it for Xbox One or PS4, you'll make a lot of noise out there, people. It is well worth it. It is so much fun playing with friends. The story is pretty decent. Graphic-wise, it's beautiful and gory. It's amazing. This game I got because I watched a video. And the video said, for a basketball game, the game looked pretty good, and that's why I got it, basically. To see, I saw it cheap, and I went, I'm going to try it, and it was actually really fun. I don't play a lot of sports games. As you can see, it's probably my only sports game I own in my whole collection. And the reason is because the graphics, again, I wanted to see how good they made the players look. It's pretty incredible. Next game, I do not get. I did not know anything about the controversy of this game, and I don't know if it's fixed, but I have not tried it yet, and that is Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition. The Xbox One version of this game was botched. You cannot play it. You cannot find people. I called in, not knowing about it, and the people are like, oh, we're trying to solve it. Okay, we'll see what's going on. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I waited about a week or two, and even a month, and I still haven't played it. I don't even know if it's playable. And they released a sequel for this. I love this game, even though how weird and funny it is, and that's Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare. That's the point. It's a third-person shooter that's not supposed to be taken seriously. And it is so much fun. It's an online first-person shooter. People were scared because it's multiplayer only, but I like it. I might get the sequel. It looks like so much fun. This collection is so worth it, and I got this at GameStop. I got the last copy too, which is pretty cool. And it came with a little cool envelope thing, which I threw away because I was like, yeah, what's the point? It keeps sliding in and out of there. It'd been annoying on the shelf too. But it is Rare Replay. It's a bunch of Rare games, 30 Rare games. Because Rare is actually making a big comeback for Xbox One. They're releasing a new game. I don't know what it's called. It's like a pirate game. Take a sip quickly. Sorry. But of course, it has one of my favorite games of all time in it, Conker's Bad Fur Day. That was the reason to get it. And they put a lot of like not so good games in here too. I played a lot of Viva Pinata. That's so much fun. Next pile. This game was released day one. You know, first year the Xbox One came out, 2013 already, which is crazy. And that is Ryse Son of Rome. Ooh. And besides being graphically beautiful, the combat is basically a QTE combat system, but I had fun through it. I liked it. It was actually a lot of fun. This is actually a great collection to get too, and I think both these games are great, and that is Saints Row 4 and Saints Row Get Out of Hell. I know there's a lot of people who are sick of this series and they think they should reboot it and make it more serious, but me, myself, I say fuck them because sorry to people who think that. I'm not going after you, but this Saints Row is Saints Row because how goofy it is. I don't feel like if they revamp it and make it more serious, I think that would ruin the whole thing. I don't know. Calling as one of my favorite characters. I like Johnny Gat. I have 2 statues and a bobblehead over there. A statue and a bobblehead of him over there. I like the character, and you can see him singing Get Out of Hell. Both games are great. I'd pick it up. I pick up this edition of the game because it's all the DLC, and it is a great game. It is Shadows of Mordor, Middle-earth Shadows of Mordor. Sorry, I said, oh, excuse me. And it is a combination of, I think, Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham series. The climbing of Assassin's Creed and the combat of Arkham. And it is a great combination. Story-wise, it's pretty good. Hate the ending, though. I was like, really? That's how you're going to end it? Can't you just, end it decent enough? Nope, it had a sequel-based bitch. This is a reboot of a series, and it's actually a pretty dang decent game. I thought I had fun playing through it, and that is Shadow Warrior. And I know there's a sequel announced. It looks like it's going to have a bunch of co-op in it, like 4-player co-op. And this is actually a lot of fun. Silly game. It's funnier than hell. Next game, another goofy. It's pretty goofy too, but it's funny. I mean, it's really fun. And that is Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. And the gameplay is really fun. I like the whole kung fu. The driving's pretty. It's okay. And the gunplay, I don't remember much about it. Alright. On the last 2 stacks. It's probably over 20 minutes long. If you watch this whole thing, thank you. Next game is, I actually did not get the day 1 edition of this, is pre-owned, and that is Sunset Overdrive. I actually love this game. It is really funny, and I love the graphics, and the combat is so much fun. Of course, I think a lot of people put this game, well, maybe I should start over. You probably couldn't hear you. A lot of people put this game on their #1 list, and I would have, again, of 2015, I have to put Batman Arkham Knight, and then put this one as my #2 because The Witcher 3 is an amazing-ass RPG. Graphically beautiful, combat is so much fun, storytelling is amazing. This is a reboot of a series again, and I think it was released last year, 2014, I think? I'm not sure. That is Thief. I never actually played the original Thief, but this one I thought was a lot of fun. It was a great stealth game. A game that was overhyped, in my opinion. I think, believe the hype. That thing, you already know what it is. And it says on the back, believe the hype. That's Titanfall. The sequel has been announced, and they say they're going to have a single-player campaign, which means they actually listen to us. And this game being online only, and I agree there's no campaign, but this game, I actually had a lot of fun playing, though, because I like the whole mechs thing. So if they can fix all the problems with this one, and actually have a first-person mech game with a single player, I will be happy to buying it. Next game is a reboot game again, which is kind of funny, and it is a Definitive Edition. It was rebooted on the 360, and that is the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, obviously, and it is so much fun. It looks really good, and story, I love the story of this, and the combat is so much fun. On to the last stack of 6 games. First game is Transformers: Rise of the Dark Spark. It's trying to be like the ones by Dark Moon. I don't think it's made by them. It's made by, I don't know. Can't tell. It's trying to be those ones by Dark Moon, or I think that's where they made them. But it's not, but it's still fun. I had fun playing it through. Next game is Trials Fusion. I love the Trials series. It is so much fun, and this one's no exception. It is so cool. Alright, so I put that there. Next game is Wasteland 2. This is actually a Kickstarter sequel to a cult classic. Me myself, I could not get into it. I don't know why, I just couldn't. I tried playing it. Another game that was really overhyped and had a lot of controversy around it, and that's Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, I almost said 2 because there was a sequel planned. And with this being overhyped, I had fun playing it through, but again, it was overhyped, and there was a very controversial graphics downgrade because the E3 demo looked way better than this. Last 2 games actually are in the same series, and that is Wolfenstein: The Old Blood and Wolfenstein: The New Order. I'll talk about Old Blood first because it's kind of a prequel of it, and it is a lot of fun. It is so cool what they did, and they kind of went, hey, let's put more in the World War II era, and I like that. It is so much cooler, and the story is pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. Nazi zombies, if you didn't know, in it. And Wolfenstein: The New Order, oh my god, it's so good. That's why I'm so hyped for Doom. They did a great job at, I think it's supposed to be rebooting the series because there's a sequel planned. It was kind of leaked. I'm trying to get you a good view. And story-wise, I love it. Graphic-wise, it's amazing. Combat is awesome. I love the crap out of it. Wow. That was probably over 20 minutes of talking about video games to you guys on the Xbox One. If you watch both parts of my Xbox One and original Xbox series, and what you want to see next on the shelf, if you can see it decent enough, that is NES, Super Nintendo's right there, barely little stub. That's N64, PS1, PS2, and then it goes original Xbox, which we already did, PS3, then it goes Wii, 360, PS4, Wii U, my 3DS collection of 2 games, and then some Blu-ray movies over there, which I'll get to later. If you want to put in the comments what you want to see next, or I'll just decide. And of course, I'll try to remember collector's editions and stuff around here for the videos. I'll have to stop. But if you watched both parts all the way through, thank you. And as usual, just if you want to see more of my stuff, just subscribe. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.